bit since last we saw each other, so I'll bring you up to speed on a few things. As you may remember, the rebel corps under Bobby's leadership kidnapped Hope and used her as a shield to escape due punishment from my man. Word has it they're holed up in some secret hideout somewhere. Perhaps this one? Here.
Where the hell is Bobby and little Sally and old Ma Strong? They should have been here by now.
Ah, who are we kidding? The police probably nabbed them hours ago. It's just a matter of time before our whereabouts are tortured out of them. And that'll be up to Urinetown for the lots of us.
What's it like, do you think?
Urinetown? Don't even ask.
No one knows for sure.
I've got my suspicions.
Oh, yeah?
Sure, kid. Everyone's got suspicions. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's the end. Sweat temporal punishment, no need now to pretend.
The trucks are sprung and then you're humming when they cut you down. They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown.
They'll box you up and ship you out and call it Urinetown, town, 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 town. Dance, dance, never do they dance. The people down in Urinetown, they never get the chance. Dancing, forgetting, never not enough. Unless it's at the bottom of the rope.
So don't get your hopes up. And if I say they're not back soon, we give it to her like her father was gonna give it to us.
People hear lots of things about Urinetown, of course, and that's just the way we like it. For example, a little boy once asked me, is Urinetown actually a nice place to live? Gingerbread houses along golden frothy canals? Like Venice, but different? I didn't say yes. I didn't say no either.
I want them found, damn it! I want my daughter returned and I want Bobby Strong punished.
We're working around the clock, sir, but as the sign says, it's a secret.
Enough of your excuses, Lockstock. If you've got weapons, use them.
But, sir!
What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a tool, an instrument of power to enforce my iron rule. So send your troops to all the stoops and let them understand. If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land.
If hope is not returned, it's Urinetown for all the land.
Dance! Dance! Do they think I'll dance? Those people with my daughter want to make me change my stance. Stance, forget it. Never not a line! I'll teach them not to take from me what's mine.
We should hurry, sir. The emergency planning forum is waiting.
Yes, of course.
Close, Bobby. I thought Barrow saw us there for sure.
We've got to keep on our toes, Mom. At least until we've distributed the rest of these memos to the other assistant custodians around the city.
Do you think they'll join us?
It's hard to say. They're scared like we used to be scared. But if it's true what they say about everyone having a heart, they'll have to join us. What is Urinetown? Urinetown's a lie. A means to keep the poor in check until the day they die. I didn't show their dirty work, but things are different now. We'll fight for right with all our might until we get somehow. We'll fight for right with all our might until we get somehow. Dance, dance, listen to it dance. My heart is like a stallion racing through a great expanse. Canyons of freedom, that's where it will waltz. Performing coronary somersaults.
Your heart is like a stallion.
I'll explain along the way, Mom. Come on, let's go.
Where are they hiding, little Sally? Tell me and I'll say things go easy on you.
Easy on me? You mean like sending me to the nice part of Urinetown?
That can be arranged.
Save it for when your other stool is Officer Lockstock. My heart's with the rebellion. And besides, the way I see it, I'm already in Urinetown. We all are. Even you.
Me, in Urinetown.
Sure. The way I see it, Urinetown isn't so much a place as it is a metaphysical place. What is Urinetown? Urinetown is here. It's the town wherever people learn to live in fear. So look around, you finally found the place you ask about. For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out.
For Urinetown is your town if you're hopeless, down and out. For Urinetown is your town. If and out. Where'd you go? Damn it! Welcome back, everybody! And enjoy what's left of the show! Little Sally, what did you mean by metaphysical? Hey!
Now I say, 5 more seconds and then we let her have the rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Jeez, that was a close one. Cops crawling all over the place. Little Sally, where the hell have you been? Spying near the towers all. Cadwell, Fifth, and Miss Pennywise is meeting up there. Some kind of, I don't know what you want to call it. A quorum of some kind.
That's it, she gets the rope.
The rope! Drag her out! Wait a minute, you can't just give her the rope.
Why not?
Because killing her would make us no better than them. Haven't you heard, little Sally? We are no better than them. In fact, we're worse. Worse?
What do you think they talk about in those quorums they got up there? How good we are? So listen up now. Any second those cops are gonna bust in here, they'll bust us up like a bunch of overripe cantaloupes. So I say, as long as our juice has got to spill all over the floor here, her juice has got to spill too. Gladwell juice. Then we'll see who's better than who. Look at her there, all bound up, gagging time with her head full of hair and her heart full of pride. Well, boys, I've had enough of you tearing curl. Big bang boom, let's get tough, play it rough, snuff that girl.
Snuff that girl? But killing people is wrong. Then why does it feel so right? Look at us here in a hole on the land with our hearts full of beer. What a rip, what a shame. You know, cops will be here, busting heads, mighty quick.
But we'll beat them to the punch when we snuff out that shit.
We tried to win what we should.
Wasn't glad,
Then we learned that feeling good.
doing bad.
Nuts, they fall close, so they say to the tree. Looky here, here's an egg or a plan. Well, I see, I said she is the nut, and of course we're the squirrel. She is what we say for winter, so let's stop that girl.
A bee! A bee!
A big bang! Good, good!
A big bang boom! Yeah!
Okay, now stop. Stop the girl! 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 This is the end. Roll the dice, raise your bets. In this miserable world, that's as good as it gets. So let's live it up, eat the oyster and the pearl, and let's get this party jumping. Really get it pumping. Get this party jumping. Now let's stop that. Stop that girl!
Let's bring our message of hate to the entire world!
Easy, Fred. A message like ours works best under extremely unbalanced circumstances.
Such as we have right here.
Exactly. Now get the rope.
That's right, the rope!
Straight her up! That's the answer. Straight up the strumpet daughter of the criminal urinal jailer Gladwell!
No one's going to be killing anyone around here.
Why not?
Because she's our security blanket, that's why. But we're so scared, Bobby. Killing her might make us feel powerful for a moment.
Friends, I know you're afraid. But this has got to be about more than just revenge and the vicarious thrill of stringing someone up who can't defend herself.
But why? We want to hang her as revenge for her father's crimes. I think he's just in love with her. That's what I think.
Maybe I am. What? And maybe I made a promise up there. A promise that from this day forward, no man will be denied his essential humanity due to the condition of his pocketbook. That no man in need will be ignored by another with the means to help him. Here and now, from this day forward, because of you, and you, and you, we will look into the faces of our fellow men and see not only a brother, but a sister as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
When did he say that?
I don't remember him saying that.
All I remember him saying was, run for your lives, run!
That was in the heat of battle. And in the heat, the actual hotness of battle, the cry for freedom sounds something like, run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. So then you gotta run, 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 run away.
I'm frightened.
That's why you should be. Freedom is scary. It's a blast of cool wind that burns your face to wake you up.
Literally?
Yes. It's a trickle of sweat.
It's a trickle of sweat.
Dripping in your ear.
Dripping in your ear.
Listen, you gotta run, 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 freedom, run away.
Run away.
Now don't you fret. And never fear. Now to run, run away. There's a great big cloud there on your tail. And he's put his henchmen on your trail. Oh, I'm simply laying down the facts. Great big cloud was made of tracks. Ain't no time to relax. Run, freedom, run. Run, freedom, run. Freedom, run away.
Freedom, run away. Freedom, run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. Freedom, run That freedom sun will shine someday.
3, 4.
Then you better run, freedom, run away.
Run, freedom, run. Run away. My friends, you have to run, 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 run. Freedom, run away. That freedom sun will shine someday. You gotta run, 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 run. In your hair, you'll run through freedom's glory. That freedom sun will shine on you, become freedom story. I said freedom. I said freedom. I said freedom. Freedom, run away.
The police will be on the lookout for us, that's for sure.
When the time comes, we fight the police.
But how?
With blood, guts, brains if we have to. It may take years, and some of us will almost certainly not make it through this revolution alive. Maybe all of us. But fight on we will for all the decades necessary to claim freedom for the people of this land.
Decades?
How about a real plan? I've got a real plan.
What?
Miss Pennywise, how did you find us?
I had a feeling you'd be here. No one knows the sewer system like you do, Bobby.
Or you?
Caldwell would like to talk to you, Bobby. we trust him? Mr. Cladwell doesn't want to fight Mrs. Strong. He simply wants to manage it up and running, smooth and natural. That's all he's ever wanted.
What do you think, little Sally?
I think it's awful hard for your love to grow with hope tied to that chair for the rest of her life.
All right, I'll go.
Bobby, no! What if it's a trick?
Just a chance I'll have to take.
What about the girl? She stays here. Any funny business and she gets it. You tell that to Cladwell. Sure, I'll tell him. Likewise with the girl. Give it to her and we give it to him. Get me!
We'll be careful.
Now stay calm, Hope, darling. We'll have him out of this in no time. Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Hope.
So this is the bright new day you were telling me about?
I don't blame you for being angry with me, but your father gave us no choice.
They may not have taught me much at the most expensive university in the world, but they taught me this much. Kidnapping people is wrong.
Really? They taught you that there?
I thought we had something special together, Bobby.
We do have something special together, Hope, but until freedom rules the people of this land instead of fear, love has about as much a chance as a baby bunny drowning in a vat of boiling water.
Maybe less.
I didn't mean to drag you into this.
And I didn't mean to. Oh, I guess I don't know what I meant to do.
Look into your heart. I think the answer to what you want has been waiting there all along. Deep down. Somewhere among the tissues.
Wait a minute! When will I see you again? When darkness surrounds you and you've lost your way, you have your own compass that turns night to day, and it's even with you before you depart. We still hear it beating, it's leading you, follow your. Oh, Bobby.
You've caused quite a lot of excitement over the past few days, Mr. Strong. Gotten a lot of people riled up.
This is just the beginning, Mr. Cladwell. The people have only just begun to fight.
Keeping my daughter confined against her will. Is that how the people fight?
They fight by any means necessary.
The streets are still ours, Mr. Strong. Your people are just holed up in some underground sewer.
They'll be up.
Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Cladwell. There's a disturbance over at Public Amenity number 32, number 15 as well. Word's begun to spread.
People are gathered and all the rest. They're waiting to see what young Bobby will do.
After he meets with you, of course.
Of course. Mr. McQueen? You remember the stink years, Mr. Strong? The first years when the water table started to drop and just kept dropping. No one thought they had much time then, and many of us did questionable things. There was, of course, the looting and the hoarding. Riots broke out like there was no tomorrow, for there was no tomorrow. But there is always a tomorrow if you're tough enough to cling to it, which is why I've asked you here tonight. Some people see me as an evil man. But the truth is, I'm no more evil than you or Miss Pennywise or any of those poor people you insist on trying to lead. I'm simply a man trying to cling to tomorrow, every day, by any means necessary.
And what happens when the drought is over?
Over? Well, we can always hope, I suppose. But until then, our regimen of controlling consumption through the regulating mechanism of cash must continue.
Yes, the regulating mechanism of cash.
Bobby, I want you to have this cash, and I want you to tell the people that the powers that be grant full amnesty to those involved in this week's criminal activities if they are willing to return to their improved fee schedule as authorized by the legislature. Don't let it happen again, and have a good time in Rio.
So many tomorrows.
Yes.
But I'm afraid my conscience will cost you more than a pile of cash, Mr. Gladwell.
But Bobby, it really is an awful lot of cash.
Free free access is the only cash I need.
I thought we had an understanding, Bobby.
Then understand this. If there truly is a way to that bright new day, we'll find it together. All of us. Not just the wealthy few. And that means free access.
Free access is impossible.
Then that's what I'll tell the people.
Stop! We'll not return to the stink years, Mr. Strong. I'll not allow it.
Caldwell, what are you doing?
I've spent a lifetime building this company, paying off the police, bribing the political elite, shoving up popular resistance as if it were a naughty baby button in the palm of my hand. My right hand! I've centralized all power to one pinpoint spot, right here, between these two ears. And I'm not about to allow some dreamy-eyed boy who can't remember the stink years to ruin all that! Seize him!
Caldwell, don't do it. Think of what they'll do to the girl.
That's just a chance I'll have to take.
He really is as evil as they say.
You think just because I love my daughter, I'll stop clinging to tomorrow?
Caldwell, what are you saying?
I closed my heart to love once. I can do it again. To Urinetown with him then, with all haste, Officer Luckstock, with all haste.
You lied to us, Cladwell! Cladwell!
Why did I listen to that man? Why did I listen to the nature of his plan? And when he talked, should have walked, should have walked, should have ran. Why did I listen to that man?
You get word to police headquarters. I want all hands on deck tonight. You, and you. Stay with me. We'll see about these little disturbances. And Pip?
Yes, Gladwell?
Assemble the legislature. I want full authorization of the coming crackdown.
Ah! I'm dirtying my hands with this bad business. Not in your life!
Don't kid yourself, Pip. Your hands are as filthy as a child's after sandbox time. But don't worry, you'll be able to wash them soon enough. Wash them by the banks of the Rio del Rio. Now go! You, and you. Come with me.
Why didn't I listen to that crook? A little bribing cash is all it really took. That's how that craven toilet payment made me cave and I'm a snook. Why did I listen to that crook?
You lied to us, Cladwell. You told us one thing, then you did another. That's what you did, Cladwell. That's what you did.
Come on in, young Bobby. You can't keep screaming all the way down to Urinetown.
But Hope, she's still with the others. What happens to me happens to her.
What happens to you happens to all of us sooner or later.
Rather later than sooner, I'd say.
But not to Hope. Oh, please, not to Hope.
Now we finally got you. Now you're in our claws. Captured in our city of goals. There's no trial or jury. Nothing to discuss. Now the law is speaking through us. You'll get Urinetown. Up with you to Urinetown. Away with you to Urinetown. Now no more fuss.
Let go of me! I have to save Hope!
So save it up now, Miss Pennywise.
There may be no saving you. Oh no! I take that! And that! And this! And a few of these! Why did I listen to that boy? He spoke of hopes and dreams and filled me with such joy. How can I know he loved me so? Was it for show? Was I his toy? Why did I listen to that boy?
It's like this Urinetown I've heard so much about.
Perhaps better for us to show you.
What's this? Where are we?
You, my boy, stand on the very threshold to a new world.
The door is in front of you. Step through, and Urinetown awaits.
Door? More like a railing and pigeons? A rooftop?
And a drop.
A decisive drop.
I guess I still don't understand.
Oh, never fear. The time for understanding is at hand.
Welcome then to the very gates of Urinetown itself.
Why did I listen to that cat? To my dad? Said he was so glad. Was he sincere? Now it's clear. Now I hear that I've had. Why did I listen to that?
That's your
Dear God, no, you couldn't have.
Over you go, then.
Wait, you're just gonna throw me off this building and that's supposed to be Urinetown? Death is Urinetown?
That's one interpretation.
Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it's calling me, this revolution's hard. So let the thrall take up my song and let us see that you're strong. Why did I listen to my heart? Why did I listen to my heart? I heard it's calling me, this revolution's hard. So let the thrall take up my song and let us see that he is wrong. Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to that? Why did I listen to that?
A shovel and a mop, Mr. Barrel. You know the drill.
What's taking them so long? They should have reached an agreement by now. I will now want to dilly-dally.
All night, the sirens and the screams. Maybe they're celebrating?
Bobby won't let us down. He's a good boy, my Bobby Strong. If anyone can find a way to freedom, he can.
Otherwise, we kill the girl, right? That's the plan, isn't it?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now, shall we? Little Sally, what's going on up there?
It's...
Yes?
I saw Bobby.
Yes?
I don't think the meeting went very well.
Why do you say that?
Well, they threw him off a building.
What are you saying, little Sally? Who threw who off a building?
Bobby, the police, they threw him off a building.
The police threw Bobby off a building?
They couldn't have done such a thing. We'll climb all starter. No, they did.
Is he all right?
Well, is he?
Oh, Bobby, the police came soon enough, but not before I heard his last words.
Last words?
That's right. It was about her. Well, what were they? They were... Tell her I love her. Tell her I'll always be with her, and I will see her in a better place where hope is always new. Ours was a short time. Ours was a love that never bloomed. Yet in that love there is a brand new hope. It's calling out to you. Its call is soft and gentle, tame and kind. It's docile and benign.
A pickle, a brine. What did I say? That isn't what I meant. I've lost my sense of scent. I fear my life is spent. No one is innocent.
No one. No one is innocent? What does he mean by that? I don't know. He started fading in and out after a while. It was a miracle he was alive at all. The fall was so horrible.
Was he talking about me? How can he say I'm not innocent? Not innocent of what?
Not innocent. Who the hell does he think he is? Wait, please. There's more. He said, tell all the people. Tell them the time is always now. Tell them to fight for what they know is right.
I've lost my sense of sight, and yet I see them standing hand in hand. I see them standing
tell you what we do. We do to her what they did to him.
Yeah, that's right. Do to her what they did to him. Or you can take me instead. What? Miss Pennywise. Seize her! Yes! Do whatever you feel you need to, but please spare the child!
Old woman, you've been grasping and conniving all your days. Why so giving now?
Because Hope is my daughter! And I am her mother!
Duh.
Yes, Hope, it's true. I am your mother, the one-time lover of Colwell B. Gladwell.
Drop it.
Call me what you will. But it was during the stinky years, you see. And many of us thought we didn't have much time left, so many of us did questionable things. There was the looting, of course, and the hoarding. There was the fond farewells and the late-night trysts. Life was an explosion filled with riots, cheap cabarets, dancing girls, and love. Oh, yes. And love. After you were born, your father made me promise never to reveal my identity to you, for I was something of a strumpet in my day, but never in my world! Enough!
My heart is telling me many things right now, as you can all well imagine. But one thing, it's bellowing louder than anything else is, that when there's wrong in this world, we must right it. You did a wonderful thing by coming here, Miss Pennywise. Mom. And if you can reform yourself, then maybe we can learn to reform a lot more than we know. Ladies and gentlemen of the rebellion, if you want to do to me what they did to Bobby, I wouldn't blame you.
Seize her!
But if this righteous rebellion were to peter out in Bobby's absence, sending his memory into oblivion, I would blame you. All of you. Kill me, and the rebellion dies with me. Let me lead you, and the rebellion will triumph.
Lead us? She's mad.
Lead you to the very nerve center of my father's empire. I've got a key, and the guards know not to question me. But once there, we'll question Daddy. Oh dear, yes, we'll question him plenty. Why should we trust you? Because your hero, Bobby, loved me, and I loved him.
Oh, dear girl, on behalf of the people of the rebellion, perhaps we too, in time, might be able to learn to love you too.
That's all that really matters, isn't it? Love. Now let's go do to them what they were ultimately going to do to us!
Yeah! With the lust for saving water, man his daughter, not for dead!
Claim it's on your strand of Ari. He's not sorry. Not to shred!
He's not sorry.
An absolute maze! That's what the sewer system is!
I'm going back down to give it another look. You stay here to guard the streets.
I've been meaning to ask Mr. Longstrom, do you ever have doubts about what we've been doing? About the killings and all?
It may surprise you to learn that sometimes I do. But the health and security of this town are my primary concerns. I love the people of this community, Mr. Barrel. Very much. Cloudwell's edicts may be their only chance.
And I love you! Very much!
I see.
Well, that went pretty well.
Fly the wing of evil, shut up evil in the air. Then ask why the bride gets sorry. Now you're sorry, you're up there.
I'm perfectly capable of finding my way to the legislature, you know.
Oh, that's such a Mr. Gladwell's mighty flight.
in the vastness of her heart to forgive me.
Giving up on me so soon, Daddy?
What?
Miss Gladwell, what an unexpected surprise.
Is there any other kind?
Oh, darling. Thank God you're safe.
I'm not safe yet, Daddy, but soon I will be. Soon all the people of this land will be safe. Well, most of us anyway.
What?
It's all over, Caldwell. We've come to take you away.
Take me away, but to where?
To the same place you sent young Bobby!
And old so-and-so.
And all those who wouldn't or couldn't meet your criminal fee hikes.
Seize him!
Hope, darling, what's the meaning of this?
I've joined the revolution, Daddy. And you? I believe it's time you joined the expat community in Urinetown!
Hope, darling, you're making a terrible mistake. You need me more than you know.
The only thing we need now is freedom, Daddy. For the people. And love? Oh, yes. And love.
I used to think like that too, Hope dear, before the stink years. But worldwide ecological devastation has a way of changing a man. You're too young to understand it now, but there really are things more important than love. Food, water, and shelter, for example.
And piles and piles of cash.
It wasn't just cash, Miss Pennywise. It was an awful lot of cash. So long power,
Mr.
so
Gladwell.
long money.
Caldwell,
I'm the
Gladwell.
money this time round.
Remember when our nights were sorry?
Aren't you sorry?
I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. Just unsound.
Take him away!
Yeah. I regret nothing! You hear me? Nothing! Maybe I was a bad father and a cruel and vicious man, but I kept the pee off the streets and the water in the ground. You hear me? I kept the water in the ground!
What now, Miss Gladwell?
Now is the beginning for all of us. Now is a new day when each of us, regardless of race, creed, class, or criminal history, can come together as one people and share the fruits of our labor as one. Now is the dawning of a new age of compassion and the right to do whatever you like, whenever you like, with whomever you like, in whatever location you like. Ladies and gentlemen, today marks the final day of an age of fear, an age that lasted far too long. Today marks the first day of a new age. A new age of
Don't say it!
hope. I see a river flowing for freedom. I see a river just in view.
I see a river flowing for freedom.
I see a river straight and true. Come to the river flowing for justice. Come to the river rendezvous. Come to the river flowing for justice. All for the people, me and you.
Well, as you guessed, Hope took over her father's business, instituting a series of reforms that opened the public bathrooms to all people to pee for free whenever they liked, as much as they liked, for as long as they liked, with whomever they liked. The UTC was renamed the Bobby Strong Memorial Toilet Authority and was operated as a public trust for the benefit of the public.
Officer Luxock, where'd you go?
Oh, just keeping my head down, little Sally. Something you should learn to do.
But aren't you scared the rebels will see you?
Oh, I may be a cop, but I'm also the narrator. So no one can touch me. Not if they want the show to end.
So many people peeing at will. Thanks to the rebellion, the world is a much better place.
Actually, Miss Cloudwell, your father commissioned a water of study just before he was...
My father was a tyrant. We need never fear him again. Justice is the only tyrant we need obey.
Sisters and brothers fight for the river.
Fathers and mothers, babies too. All in the family, push toward the river. Love toward the river, why don't you?
Step in the river, wade in the river, soak in the river, through and through. Once in the river, you are the river. Friends on the shoreline, jump into.
Of course, it wasn't long until the water turned silty, brackish, and then disappeared altogether. As cruel as Caldwell v. Caldwell was, his measures effectively rendered water consumption, sparing the town the same fate as the phantom Urinetown. Hope chose to ignore the warning signs, however, preferring to bask in the people's love for as long as it lasted.
What kind of musical is this? The good guys finally take over and then everything starts falling apart?
Like I said, little Sally, this isn't a happy musical.
But the music's so happy.
Yes, little Sally, yes it is.
Such a fever. If only I had a tall, cool glass of water, maybe I'd have a fighting chance.
But don't you see, Mrs. Strong? The glass of water's inside of you. It always has been.
It has?
Of course it has. Don't you know what you are?
A river?
That's right. We all are. You are the river. I am the river. He is the river. She is too. All are the river, flowing for freedom, flowing for justice. Let's review.
We see a river flowing for freedom. We see a river just into. You see a river flowing for freedom. You see a river straight and true. I don't think too many people are going to see this musical, Officer Luxock.
Why do you say that, little Sally? Don't you think people want to be told that their way of life is unsustainable?
That and the title's awful. Can we do a happy musical next time?
If there is the next time, I'm sure we can. Well, that's our story. Hope eventually joined her father in a manner not quite so gentle. Mr. McQueen opened a modeling factory just outside of Brasilia, which did rather well until the Amazon dried up. Then he moved. As for the people of this town, they did as best they could. But they were prepared for the worlds they inherited, weaned as they were on the legend born of their founding fathers' scare tactics. For when the water dried up, they recognized their town for the first time for what it really was. But it was always waiting to be!
This is your town. Always has been your town. This place is called your town.
Hail Malthus!
Hail Wallace!
Thank you, and good night!
That was our show.